last story of the week. This one was perhaps the most maddening, but also good to see in a way, because I think a lot of independents and even liberals are going to see this and be like, bro, are you serious? Which is Eric Adams is a total crybaby. Eric Adams is an idiot. You'll remember that he and other progressive city mayors, they go on and on and on about how immigrants are welcome in their city. They say sanctuary city. I don't know if you guys know what a sanctuary is. I don't know if Eric Adams knows what a sanctuary is, but a sanctuary is where you are welcomed. You're there because perhaps you've been on a difficult journey, you've had a hard time, and you're going there to be safe, to be taken care of. Well, Republican governors who are having to deal with millions of immigrants because the federal government refuses to actually enforce their southern border, literally one of the characteristics that makes a nation a nation. Republican governors who are having to deal with millions of immigrants decided to put those progressive mayors' money where their mouth is by busing immigrants up there. Okay, so that includes Chicago, especially DC, New York. Eric Adams is the mayor of New York. This is what Eric Adams said about migrants being bussed up there this week. You ready for this? Quote, "This issue will destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. Now again, people from all over the globe have made up their minds that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City." He said that at a town hall on Wednesday. Oh, it like how the turntables turn, you know? And as always, this episode is sponsored by Gulag America. You can see I'm wearing my favorite shirt today. It is in Spanish. Comment down below if you speak Spanish, maybe even translate for those who are not Spanish speakers. Again, Gulag America is the premier sponsor of this show. They are an apparel company. As we go into pumpkin spice season, I encourage everyone to check out gulagamerica.com. If you use my code JoshCar10, you will get 10% off there. The reason why I mentioned pumpkin spice season is because they have fantastic hoodies. I will be donning soon. I do live in Utah, so it's still a little warm. Once we get down into the 60s, you know I'm going to be donning it on the show here. The clothes are very well priced, but very high quality. I've washed this shirt over and over again. It's still form-fitting. The collar, with other shirts that gets wrinkly, it gets weird. This has stayed nice. So if you want to get yourself or a friend a gift or a family member, gulagamerica.com is the place to go. He said he's a sanctuary city and he can't even handle it. He literally cannot handle the 10,000 immigrants being bussed up there. What about the millions that are going into Texas? What happened to the sanctuary city? It's easy to say, it's easy to be self-righteous and talk about treating these immigrants just so hospitably. Okay, and this is the other crazy thing. You've got millions, tens of millions of people in New York. You've got money that those tiny towns in Arizona and Texas do not have. And you can't handle 10,000 immigrants. Imagine those tiny towns in Texas and Arizona who are taking on millions while you've only taken on tens of thousands. Personally, I believe that sending migrants to New York City is one of the best political moves in history to show off the hypocrisy of the progressive left and the rules for thee, but not for me mentality. That is the rule. You're an awful person if you're not empathetic, you're not compassionate, if you want immigrants to stay in their own countries and not come over illegally. You're an awful person if you do that. But don't send them to me. If you send them to me with way more resources and way more people, then that's going to ruin my city. But you have the responsibility to take care of them. It showed off their hypocrisy. And finally, the reason why I say it's a great political move is because Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott especially have really leaned into it, and they just keep going. And eventually you're seeing Eric Adams cave. And I think there's a lot of people who are noticing it, and they're kind of fed up. I think as soon as the 2024 election happens, immigration is going to have a big switch. The American public are not happy with an open southern border as a whole. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. As always, go check out gulagamerica.com if you want some sweet clothes. It's a great price, great quality. Use my code JoshCar10 for 10% off. As well as please comment down below. Tell me what you thought about the episode. I love hearing your disagreements, especially. I love talking one-on-one with you. So please reach out. I would love to answer any questions or comments that you put down in the comment section, as well as subscribe if you got some value out of this video. Thanks, guys.